Today I'm going to show you how to make this granny stitch triangle. I'm making it in a mercerized cotton with a size 3 hook. It's a really simple repeat pattern, and I will show you how to make it. So I'm going to start with a magic ring. You can also start with a chain 3, I guess, and then join it to make it a ring. So I've made a chain here. I'm going to make a stacked single, which is a single crochet, and then another single crochet stacked on top. So I've made a single crochet, and I'm going to go into this front bar here, and I'm going to put another single crochet right on top. And then I'm going to do 2 more double crochets, and that's my first group of granny stitches. Then I'm going to do 3 chains and 3 more double crochets. And another 3 chains and 3 more double crochets. And now to join, I'm going to pull my magic ring a little bit here. And to join, I'm going to make a double crochet into that very first stitch there. And that makes it so that I'm ending up in the middle of my triangle here. So I've got my 3 sides and I ended up in the middle here because I'm going to start my next granny stitch right there. So my next round basically consists of making the 3 corners, and each corner is always 3 doubles, 3 chains, and 3 doubles. So I'm going to make a chain, and I'm going to do another one, a stacked single. So that's a single crochet. Go into this first bar and make another single crochet on top. And then we're going to do 2 more double crochets. Then we're going to skip all of these double crochets and we're going to go to the next corner and we're going to make a corner. But in between those, we're going to do 1 chain. So 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and 3 doubles, and that makes your corner stitch. 2, 3, and then in between the corners we're doing a chain 1. So now we're at our next corner and we're going to do the same. 3 doubles, chain 3, and 3 doubles. And then a chain 1. And that brings us back to our first corner where we're just going to end with our 3 doubles. And then we will be ready to join our round. And we're going to do that with a double crochet into our first stitch. and a chain 1. So that is 2 rounds. And our next round, we're going to work our edges. So we're going to make our stacked single, which is a single crochet, and another single crochet on top, and 2 more double crochets. And now in the side, on the side next, so this is the side here where we did a chain 1, we're going to put another cluster of 3 double crochets. Oh, hang on, I forgot to make a chain 1. So in between all our clusters, we're making chain 1s. Now we're at our next corner, so we're going to do 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3, chain 3, and 3 more doubles. 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to do a chain 1. If you feel like your work is curling, don't worry. Mine was as well, and now it lays flat really, really nicely, so it'll work out in the end. And a chain 1. And we're in a corner, so that is 3 doubles, 3 chains, 3 doubles, and that's the corner. And then in between our clusters on the side, we're doing a chain 1. And that's basically all you need to know. Just don't forget to do that chain 1 because you need that extra bit of length on the sides to prevent the curling. Chain 1. And we're at our final corner. So to finish that off, we're doing our 3 doubles, and we're going to join with a double crochet into the first stitch. And that is the final of round 3. So basically that is our repeat around. It's really simple. I'll do one more round with you, and then you do as many rounds as you need or as few rounds as you need. So we did a chain 1, we're going to do a stacked single and 2 more doubles, chain 1, and so in that chain 1 space of the previous round, is where you make your clusters. And don't forget to chain 1 and make your next cluster. So once you've got that down, you can make your triangle as big or as small as you like, depending, of course, on the yarn that you're using, the hook size that you're using. Chain 1, and you're back to your corner. So that is all you need to know to make your granny triangle. 3 chains, and so I will let you finish off the amount of rounds that you need, and then I will come back and I will show you how I finish my triangles, just to give them a bit of a finished look. So I'm on my final round. I'm going to join with a double crochet to my first stitch, And now I am going to finish off my triangle with a single crochet border. So I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to do 2 single crochets into this first corner. Then I'm going to single crochet into every double crochet and into every chain 1 of this round. In the corners, I'm going to do 2 singles, chain 2 and 2 singles. And that's going to be every corner. So that is pretty easy to remember. So I've come to my corner and I'm going to do 2 singles, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 singles. And then again, a single into every stitch and into every chain 1 space. Try and make sure that once you go into that chain 1 space, it might just cover up your double crochet stitch. So just make sure that you find that double crochet each time that you get each one. So in the corners, 2 singles, 2 chains, and then 2 singles. Here again, make sure that you move your stitches over a little bit so that you can see where your next stitch is going to be. As you can see, these work up really fast, and you can use them for so many different projects. I'm coming to my end here, so I'm going to do 2 more in my corner. Going to chain 2 to finish it off and slip stitch into my first single, and then I'm going to cut off my work and tie it off by pulling my yarn through the loop, and that makes a knot and that tightens it. And that is basically my triangle, and you just need to flatten it. And I might block these, but as you can see, this one, just by laying it flat overnight, and stretching it, it is nice and flat, and that works out. And I have nicely woven in all my ends here already. All I do is I take this end and I weave it in around and around in this magic ring, and it makes it nice and tight. And then this one, I just go down and up in my single crochet row, and that works that off really, really nicely. So there they are. I think these are going to make a really pretty bunting, and I'm probably going to do different blues, but that's what it is. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do come back and see my other tutorials. I think there's another tutorial for a solid granny triangle if you would like to give that a go. So subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.